The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Making real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in tens of states. And hey, you get $10 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No, me, no voice, no guy. It's me, really raw, villain raw. Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, so well, I'm watching the Houston Rockets play the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert with the finish. Durant's at the line though. 17-23, 18-23. And so one, I just continue to keep laughing because the last time I saw Houston, they lost to the Bulls. The same Bulls who lost by 20 today to Philly. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. The Knicks are going to play tomorrow. Chance to go to a Knicks game in Charlotte.
What is it? 7 in a row?
Is it? Yeah.
I think it's 7.
Yep. And so it's really less about the Knicks and more about, man, the Hornets are playing really, really good right now. So this is quality basketball. We'll see how that turns out and if that's able to come to fruition. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But hey, you heard him, Scott Studio Reichel. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, can't complain. Good to be back. Either way, though, once again, looking forward to going through some NBA games. Not too many games on the card for Thursday. We have 3 games, so there you go. Full spoiler.
And they all, by the way, full WNBA schedule here, Scott. Full WNBA schedule. 3 games, all going off at the same time.
How about that, by the way? We actually got a league again for next year. We didn't talk about it.
Oh no, I've been waiting because we haven't had a show together. I've been waiting. It's the best kept story is me dropping the breaking news drop at news that has dropped like weeks ago. All right, we don't have to push pause on WNBA Gambling Podcast. When time comes around, we're gonna be rolling, Scott. We back. The league is a league again. And they officially, I think they officially signed off on it too. And so it's actually a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, nice little WNBA break. There's some people that are like, wow, get to the games.
There's 3 games and one of them involves the Kings. Like, we got time. It's fine. It's all good.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, the schedule has come out. We've gotten the new CBA. And so let's go out here and actually look into some new terms. Because some recent terms have actually come in. But basically, let's see here. New collective bargaining agreement, team salary cap. Well, one revenue-based salary cap is directly, I can't even talk right now, directly tied to the league and team revenue growth. So it is a revenue-based system. The salary cap is going to move up and grow up as the league grows. Look, $7 million in 2026, and it's projected to be over $11 million in 2023. No, 2032. And look, maximum $1.4 million for a max player in 2026, 2.4 by 32, minimum $2,700,000, $300,000 in 2026, depending on your service, which is going up to 3,400 and 3,800, like by 2032. So way up from what 55? What is it at this point that they make now? Like, come on now. They get housing. They got that housing. They was standing on that housing, Scott. They was not leaving without the housing. They got the housing up there. They talked more about travel. They got a bunch of retiree stuff. Rookie wages go up. The pay for when you win these league awards. Scott, the WNBA MVP got $15,000. Like
That was before
bonus
this agreement, correct?
before, yes.
Yeah.
Now it's up to 60.
Yeah. Okay.
Like very interesting. The 12 roster spots, they get the 2 new developmental spots. Like
Solid.
my favorite clause of the whole CBA, Scott. Teams must obtain player consent before trading a pregnant player.
Okay, that's probably good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Mic drop, De'Erica.
Yeah.
we pushing policy.
Call that the Hamby clause.
Some people we pushing policy. That's what we pushing. We pushing policy around here. De'Erica Hamby changing policy.
Yeah.
You got to get my consent if you trade me while I'm pregnant.
Makes sense. But overall, players got a good deal out of it, at least according to reports. So I'm, happy that we're going to get games. Can't complain. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We got some new teams. So
we're gonna be. It's moving quick too. What is it? We have a coin toss on Friday, Scott. We have a coin toss between the Toronto Tempo and the Portland Fire.
Yeah.
And that's going to determine, that person can determine what happens in the draft and the expansion draft. So they can either choose first overall in the expansion draft, or they can choose 6th overall in the WNBA draft, and then the person to get the other person to get the other.
I would probably take first in expansion.
First, yeah, I think so. I think the first pick of already proven WNBA players.
If it was top 3, top 4 of the actual draft, I'd probably take that.
But you can't take that from the teams.
I was going to say like 6th, and
yeah.
I'll take the expansion from that.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway,
I think I would take it.
We got a league, that's going to come up on the WNBA Gambling podcast in a couple weeks, probably. So looking forward to it.
By the way, I'm telling you right now, I feel full faith. I have full faith that somehow Portland's going to lose this coin toss. Everything has gone wrong for them in trying to start the team. If they lose this coin toss, I'm going to believe they're cursed, and I will fade them the entirety of the season.
Yeah, not everybody can be the Valkyries and make the playoffs in their first season.
Absolutely not. And neither one of these two teams are going to come anywhere close. But what I will say, even though I will say, Scott, very interesting. Teams can only core 5 players this year, not 6.
Yeah.
And so
bunch of new faces on new teams potentially. So
they're about to poach each other. They're literally going to poach each other of the talent. It's not going to be fair. But Portland, if they lose this coin toss, I'm 100% fading them. There is nothing that will tell me that Portland's going to be good this year, because everything possible would have gone wrong for them. They need to win this coin. I'm sorry, but if there's ever been an important coin toss, it's the coin toss that got what was it? The Lakers Magic, and it's this one here.
Yeah, I do want to point out though, the team that's happiest about getting 2 new teams into the fold?
Who?
The Dallas Wings. They're not going to finish last again with all that talent. So there you go.
Maybe. We'll see.
I
don't know. I think they'll be all right this year, though. All right, let's get into the real things we need to be talking about here. But first, baseball's back, and so is the MLB Gambling Podcast. Yeah, Scott, let's go. Woo.
Let's go Yankees. We're up 7-0.
All right. Who y'all playing?
Play the Giants. For some reason, they started in San Francisco, but whatever. Yankees up 7-0.
All right. Yeah, daily picks over there, MLB Gambling Podcast. Make sure you go check it out in the SGPN app or wherever you get your podcasts. All right, first game up, we've got the Detroit Pistons at home playing the New Orleans Pelicans. Detroit's laying 5, 226.5 is the total. I mean, the Pelicans looking kind of.
They're competitive. They gave the Knicks a run for the money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just say, ever since a certain person came back, this team looking pretty solid to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. They've been winning games. I mean, it's not like, of all the bad teams, I think the Pelicans are not realizing that they're trying to tank.
Well, they can't tank. They don't have their own draft pick, so
which
they're
is
stuck.
what I'm saying. Like they're just they're trying. They're trying, like, and it's working out. Like, who was it? Let's read off these wins because I feel like there's a bunch of quality wins here. So they had the 2-game set against the Clippers, whatever you want to
They
tag the
won
Clippers
both. That
at.
counts.
Who else was it that they just beat? It was somebody else. I'm like, man,
They beat the
Pelicans,
Mavericks, who stink. They beat the Raptors. The Raptors are a playoff team. Beat the Wizards. Beat the Kings. It's mostly
it was that
teams.
Timberwolves. Dang, that was a long time ago.
It was, but it's been a while. But they did beat the Raptors a couple weeks ago, and they will be a playoff team. But besides that, the Clippers
And
it
was the Suns that they were right there, and they blew that game. They were up big on the Suns, and the Suns came back and won that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe they just been fun to watch.
Could be. All I know is
I
they've
feel
been
like
covering a lot of sports.
I feel like DeJounte Murray, like, he's gotten on his team, and like they look like offensively they look better. Like I feel like they look better. Like just
Well, they have an actual point guard, so that helps.
Sorry. Let me give you all an injury report because we didn't even do that. Speaking of DeJounte Murray is questionable. Probably should be playing in the game. Questionable tag for Trey Murphy as well. Bryce McGowan's is out. Marcus Sasser's out. Kate Cunningham, we know, is out.
They also went to overtime today, so we'll see if Detroit adds somebody else to the injury report. But tough loss for them against Atlanta.
Man, that Atlanta Hawks team.
It's amazing what happens when you trade away Trae Young. It's amazing what happens.
I mean, we said it. Like, I
feel vindicated. I know that the schedule's been pretty weak in general. Yes, they beat Detroit today. Good win.
Man, I don't care. When you win that many games in a row, that's something.
If you trade away your quote-unquote star point guard and then win the division, that's hilarious. That's all I have to say. That's just really, really funny. So we'll see what happens. But either way, point is Pistons played a bunch of guys a bunch of minutes today. Duran missed the game-winning putback there at the end in overtime. But I don't know if I can take New Orleans because I need to know if DeJounte and or Trey Murphy are playing. No offense to Zion. He might have a great game in general, but I do need to see a bit of help surrounding him. And without knowing if DeJounte or Trey Murphy are going to play, I'm assuming you agree. Like, how am I supposed to back this team without knowing if 2 of the 3 best players are going to play or not, right? I mean, I can't back New Orleans overnight. It's probably a wait and see, right? There's too many variables at play.
I mean, I'm tired of fate in New Orleans and losing money.
I feel you.
Like, that's what it is for me. I just, at this point, I've lost so much money trying to fade them, and it's like, dog, they're in it. They're always in it. Like, they're always in it. And maybe this is a step up in class. Maybe this is a step up in class, and I just need to see this and fade them one more time because I agree with you. I'm very much interested in the Pistons here, even though they're on the second leg of a back-to-back. Honestly, who's going to stop Jalen Duran? If you tell me that, I'm pretty sure that we're going to see DeJounte Murray play in this game, but Trey Murphy could be questionable. I think he probably might play.
Okay, well, Murphy's got ankle soreness, and Murray is questionable with the rest. So I'd say Murray's likely not to play if the only listed injury is rest. You're probably not going to play, if I had to guess. So, yeah, you can pick your backcourt, but it's not going to be pretty. Unless they actually let Fears play, because Fears has actually looked decent lately. He was very good against the Knicks. He had 21 points, and they just benched him for crunch time, so I don't really know what that was about. But Fears might play a bunch of minutes in this game if DeJounte's out. So maybe look for Fears props in this game, but without knowing if Murray, who I'm assuming is going to sit, and Trey Murphy in general, I can't take New Orleans. I just can't. I think those 2 guys are too valuable to this team.
Are they really going to just
without them?
Okay. Questionable for you normally
it literally
just
says rest. Like I can't assume he's going to play.
You normally just out when you have rest. Like, why is it questionable rest? Like, that's just so whatever.
I have no idea.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess if they are going to rest them against the Pistons, then yeah, of course I wouldn't be on on the Pelicans. But if he plays, I don't know. I'm just annoyed. When DeJounte Murray is on the court, this team is competitive and in the game, and it's actually really, really annoying. And I'm tired of losing money against it. So if he's out, of course, Pistons all the way. All the way. What? Not even questioning it if he's out. This Pistons team can handle them, even though they don't have Kate. Nobody's stopping Durham either way, regardless. Wait, total is at 225.5.
I mean, I guess New Orleans
226
total
now.
over, but I don't really know. I don't know who's going to play for New Orleans. So I guess I'm just picking the Pistons to show up. We've gone through it before. The back-to-back overtime angle is a bit exaggerated over the years. We have seen teams play relatively well, actually, after having a very long game the day prior. I don't mind Pistons team total over. We've seen a bunch of bad teams around the league get buried when they've been sitting some players. And the Pistons, after losing to Atlanta, in a game they could have won, they were down a ton. They fought back. They lost the game in overtime. I think they're going to be pissed. I can see them burying this
And you
game.
know what? I'm forgetting that this game literally just happened. Yes, Pistons off a loss. Like, what? No, there's nothing else to talk about. This is like a 75% trend on the season. We're not Pistons off a loss. All right, Pistons laying 5.5. There's even if Murray plays, they figure it out. But I guess you gotta kind of look to the under 2 if you're gonna go full game. But I think it's like you said, Pistons team total over. Maybe New Orleans team total under, especially if Murray doesn't play, especially team total under there.
That's how I feel.
All right. Let's see here. All right, before we get to the next game on the slate, gotta talk to the people about Kalshi. Real money prediction market, legal in a ton of states, and they got a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. So, hey, make sure you go check out Kalshi. New Kalshi customers get $10 when they use promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. And Underdog Fantasy. Hey, they increased their payouts. 2-pick entries pay out 3.5x. 3-pick entries pay out 6.5x. All you got to do is pick higher or lower your favorite players' fantasy stats. Make sure you go check them out over there at Underdog Fantasy. Brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $50 in bonus funds when you use that sign-up code NBA SGPN. All right. The New York Knicks.
Game of the night by far. Not even close.
On the road. Going to play the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, the Charlotte Hornets. Lines flip-flop all around already. Knicks have been laying 1.5. Charlotte's been laying 1.5. 223.5 is total. Injury report here. And we have for the New York Knicks, it looks like Landry Shamet is out. And Deuce McBride, of course, still out.
Yep. You're the Knicks fan. I'll let you go first.
Salon is out for the Hornets, and Pat Connaughton is questionable with the notice. So I think the Hornets are very legit.
Me too.
This is not just like, some hot second half of the season. I think that Lee has figured it out. It's got them playing defense. They move the ball so crisp and so good on offense. The ball's touching everybody, all 5, and then the shot is going up. I mean, I think that for the Knicks, I'm very frustrated with the fact that they are not packing teams up out when they need to be packing teams up out of there. And that's my concern with them. They can have their moments where they show up against somebody in a big game, a quote-unquote big game, and kind of, make the fans believe enough again. But, like, New Orleans, ugly. Okay, it was she got that. That Brooklyn game.
That was pathetic.
That game was so frustrating. So frustrating. You packed up the Pacers after you
After you
after
almost
you
lost to them the
and
time
like
before
what do
that.
you mean? What do you mean? You were literally like, you know how you're sitting back playing the game and now you're sitting up because you're about to lose and you're trying to lock in? That's literally what they did. They sat up and then they just figured it out. Golden State, they did the same thing. They
Yeah.
literally took the lead like what, halfway through the fourth quarter?
Mhm.
And still Golden State was battling, keeping that a game towards the end. Like, come on now. Come on. So, like, I mean, yeah, okay. Charlotte has shown me that, I can only be happy about them up to a certain point. But I think the Knicks are like at that same mark. So, like, I think this game is low key circled for the Hornets, and they like, hey, the New York Knicks are coming to town, and we are a playoff team. We feel like we're the caliber of the New York Knicks because you're thinking East playoffs, and you're thinking Boston at the top, Detroit at the top, Cleveland can be in that category. The Knicks is kind of like, yo, just the Knicks, but they're the Knicks. I think Charlotte's going to go out there and get after it. I think that their pace is going to really, really mess with the Knicks. How fast they move the ball, and all the just how I was talking about how the ball touches all five players' hands. You got all the dribble drives, and it's kicking back out to 3-point shooters. And the Knicks frustrate me on the perimeter with 3-point shooters at time. So I think that they're gonna have that. The crowd is going to be amped. Like Charlotte games are lit.
Yeah.
Especially like literally everybody is in Charlotte and they're talking about, oh yeah, they play the Knicks on. It was like, hey, don't they play the Knicks this weekend? Oh no, that's on Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to that game. I'm going to that game. Literally, that's what everybody's saying. They're going to the Knicks game. Like, so I think I'm going with Charlotte. I gotta go with the home crowd. I know that place is about to be lit. I think that the pace is going to mess with the Knicks, and they're not going to be able to defend. And it's going to be one of those really crazy, frustrating games where I feel like Charlotte's just going to continue to make the right pass, right pass, and they're going to continue to put the ball in the basket because they got the home crowd behind them. So I like Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm with you. I feel like the Knicks have been winning games, but in a relatively unimpressive fashion. Not to mention the weak competition they played while also playing down to competition. They have won the first two meetings of the season handily, but a reminder, those games were back in 2025. Charlotte, of course, has been a lot better over the last couple of months. I like Charlotte. Charlotte's been very good. We know how good they are when their full starting lineup is healthy. The Knicks, look, at the end of the day, I do think they're a solid team, but I do recognize there are a serious number of flaws with this roster. And I do agree with you. I think these two teams are closer than people actually realize. I think Charlotte is good, and I think the Knicks are good too. So based on that, I'll go with the home team, especially getting what could be a small amount of plus money, maybe even money, so to speak. But I'll go with Charlotte. The Knicks, I did take the Pelicans plus the points. I thought it'd be close. I did like Knicks 1-10. That got there. But the point is, at no point did I expect the Knicks to blow the Pelicans out, which kind of sums up my feelings on the Knicks. They're good, but you don't exactly trust them to have an A-plus performance game in, game out. Charlotte's been just showcasing, like a bunch of A-minus minimum performances for about 2 months. They tend to look really good. I'll take Charlotte at home. I'm with you.
Yeah. That home crowd is like,
it should be. It's a passionate fan base, and the team's been terrible for the entire existence. They're actually good.
That's literally, and literally everybody said, I never thought the Hornets were going to be good this season.
I'm trying to actually remember, did Kemba ever win a playoff game? Or did they get swept when they were in the playoffs? Have they won a playoff game since like Alonzo Mourning? I actually don't even know the answer to that.
I don't either. It's a great trivia question. I wonder if somebody in the chat.
I'm looking it up. Their last playoff win, they last won a series in 2002. So yeah, Kemba didn't win a series.
Well, I knew he didn't win a series, but I wanted to know if he won a game.
They went to 7 against Miami. So yes, he did win a couple games, but they never won a series.
Of course.
Maybe this year's team will. Who knows?
All right. Dog. I'm really hyped. It's fun. Hopefully, don't go like squander it and be, I would not like to see them out in the play-in. Like that is worst case scenario. If we real quick, I mean, we don't really got much to talk about, but because the last game has the Kings.
The last game, so
the last game has the Kings. Of the playoff scenarios and the play-in scenarios, I mean, absolute worst case is Charlotte going home. Absolute worst case for the playoffs is Charlotte going home. The Charlotte Hornets have to have playoff games, at least 2. I mean,
I think they will, even if they end up in the play-in. I think they will be able to get out of it because I think that they are definitely good enough to win. I mean, I'm definitely more afraid of Charlotte than Toronto, for example, by comparison.
Philly just doesn't deserve it.
No, Philly's weird, though, because they've been sitting Embiid intentionally hoping that he can find a way to survive for, like, 2 straight weeks for a playoff series.
You got to get out of the play-in first.
I still don't believe it. Yeah, exactly.
That's going to be their penance. That's going to be what's going to happen. They're going to sit him all this time. We're going to be like, he's resting him for the playoffs, the playoffs. And then he's going to play in that play-in game. He's going to look like shit, and they're going to lose.
For the record, I do agree with the strategy Phil is using because what else are you supposed to do with Embiid? But I don't trust him to stay healthy at all. So I agree with you. And Maxi's also banged up. Paul George, though, came back. Prescription Pete came back. He had 28 points today. But I'm not afraid of Philly at all. I agree. I think Charlotte's definitely the team you got to fear the most. Them and Atlanta are kind of neck and neck for me. I think both teams are solid, but I think Charlotte has a bit more depth. But Atlanta's nasty too. That team's good.
I think that man. I really need Charlotte to pick it up though, because I do not want a Charlotte Hornet. Well, it would be amazing to watch, but as a fan, I would hate to see Charlotte versus Detroit. Like, I would hate it because I can't have them both win. I can't have them both win. That would be the
definition of an NBA TV series, but I'll be watching it. That's good basketball right there.
I want Charlotte to get to 7 and play Boston.
Yeah, because you want Boston to lose. I get that.
And they can beat them.
Yeah.
They can 100%. They can 100% beat. I think Charlotte can beat everybody.
I think they can. I'm not saying they're going to, but I think you're talking about a dark.
I think if you told me that Charlotte could take everybody in the East to 7, I believe you.
I think Charlotte will give whatever team they play problems. I'm not sure they'll win a series, but I do think they'll be able to make it very, very frustrating.
No, I actually think they can beat Boston.
It'll be very, very close.
I actually think they can beat Boston, but that's another conversation we're not going to have.
That could be a classic, like 1-8, 2-7, 7-game series that we used to see years ago that we have not seen many of recently. But
all right, 223.5.
I actually have no idea because if Charlotte gets hot from 3, they're going over.
I know.
But do I trust the Knicks to actually play good enough defense to limit Charlotte? I might go under on this. I'm probably not going to bet it, but I'm kind of hoping for a playoff atmosphere. Charlotte has scored less than 105 in both meetings this season, which has helped drag the totals down. Charlotte defensively, though, has been good. They have allowed less than 107 in 3 of their last 4. The Knicks defensively have not been amazing recently, so I am aware that's a bit of a problem. But, yeah, maybe if you want to go for a Knicks team total under, it might be a little bit cute, but I think that the number is a little bit high for the Knicks are at. I'm not sure they get to 110 with how good Charlotte's playing defensively. So I'll go with the team total under for the Knicks, but I think I'm good. I don't really have much of a thought for the total. You?
I can't get there. I really am concerned about Charlotte just pouring it on. I'm considering a Charlotte team total over. I think if there's anything I would play, it was Charlotte team total over. But it would be just by luck. I'm talking about potentially going to the game. I'm betting team total over, and Charlotte looks like crap offensively, and the Knicks go out there and look good.
Oh no, my favorite team wins a game, but I lose a bet.
All right,
relax, calm down. It's not that
Sacramento's on the road going to play the Orlando Magic. Magic are laying 15.5. 229.5 is total. Injury report for the Sacramento Kings, and it looks like they have Russell Westbrook out, Keegan Murray out. I did see the hire, and I thought it was so funny, but Killian Hayes is questionable. Precious Achiuwa is questionable, and you got Isaiah Stevens, who is questionable.
I mean, I faded the Kings as my dog for the last episode. I alt-spreaded it with Charlotte. I took 20.5. They won by like 40. Look, when bad teams finally decide to actually tank, they are really, really good at it. Just going to throw that out there. Like, the Kings are really good at tanking. I saw the Jazz are playing the Wizards today.
I feel like some teams I get tanking. I get it. I think they're trying their best.
No, this
I
was
really
no. The
do.
last game was overkill. Like in the past, they were trying a little bit.
I
They
think
benched
this is.
everybody last
I
game.
think that those players are going out there and doing the best they can.
I mean, I don't think the players are intentionally losing, but looking at the actual roster, they benched Killian Hayes. That's how bad the tanking is. They're using like fourth string point guards.
Is it benched? I don't think it's benched.
They
He's
sat
got
him
toe
for
inflammation.
rest, I guess. Whatever, but
I
look, the
believe
point is-
believe Killian Hayes came back and isn't healthy. I
know
that.
Achua didn't play last game. He's actually been pretty good for them recently, which is surprising to me. But either way, he's done a good job. But in general, I know Orlando stinks. Like, I'm aware Orlando's really bad. They've been losing a bunch of games recently in painful fashion. They tend to keep games close against good teams before they eventually implode in the final 5 minutes. This really does feel like a great spot for Orlando to bury this team, but that implies
That's what
I
we said
put
about
faith-
the Pacers. Literally, exactly word for word what I said about the Pacers game. Word
I
for
didn't,
word
yeah,
what I
but
said
the
about
thing is,
Pacers.
I didn't say that about the Pacers because Siakam came back, Nembhard came back, Toppin came back. Indiana randomly decided after 3 months of tanking, what if we just brought back all our players? Like, I don't really understand what Indiana's doing, but they covered the spread tonight. Shout out to them. But the point is, the Kings seem to have gone even deeper when it comes to tanking. And I think Orlando wins this game by like 25. I understand it's disgusting because Orlando's a team that's been really painful to back all season. But based on what the Kings showed last game, and they were down by 20-something at half, they lost by 40. I know Charlotte's really good, but still, it's really a perfect spot for Orlando. I know Suggs has been banged up, Black's been banged up, so maybe Monk can have himself a game. Maybe Devin Carter, if he plays, can have himself a game. But in reality, like, the Kings are just an auto-fade team for me from what I've seen for the last couple of weeks, especially with added people to the injury report right now. I'm on Orlando. As Free's mentioning, Orlando's in the 10th seed. Like, you need all the wins you can get. Because right now you're in the final play-in spot. You need to get any win you possibly can. I think Orlando
we've
shows
been
up.
saying that for a minute, and they have. I don't know.
That was also
man.
against good teams, though, to be fair, for the most part.
I mean, I think they're gonna get it done here, and I think this is gonna be the win. But I don't know. It is disgusting. I mean, I guess the other option is take the Kings. Like,
Yeah, that's an even more disgusting option.
Yeah, that sounds really bad too. All right.
If you were going to back the Kings, do the team total over, because there's a chance Orlando scores a bunch of points and they just stop playing defense, and the Kings can actually score.
Or Orlando just sucks and the Kings score anyway. Like,
correct.
That's
the point is, if Orlando's actually going to cover the spread, there's potentially a couple of game scripts. If the Kings are going to cover the spread, they're going to score points anyway. So you might as well just go for the team total over instead. You maximize your chances of winning.
All right. We're gonna. All right, that's it. We not giving them a lot. It's really you're only here because we don't. The other option is take the Kings. That's the only reason we're doing this. If there was a third option, I think we'd take it.
I actually want to see if Suggs and company are guaranteed to be out. Suggs is questionable. No. Let me see if Black has been out for a while, actually. Black is still out. So, yeah, we might get Suggs back, but Black's been out for a couple weeks already.
229.5. I would take over.
I'm with you. Kings can't guard anybody, and maybe Orlando no-shows the game defensively, too.
All right. Before we get to lock and dog, let's talk to the people about Rhythm. Power of data over there with Rhythm, official data tool for dominating the madness of college hoops. They went 30. Somebody that had a bracket that was generated by Rhythm went 34-0 in the first 2 rounds. Crazy. Make sure you go tap in with Rhythm right now. Promo code SGPN25. When you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month, download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Real quick, Scott, who do you think wins the national championship with the field left?
Before the tournament, I picked Michigan, so I'm just going to stick with Michigan. Realistically, it's probably Arizona. I think they're the best team, but that's a hell of a Final Four game.
I picked Houston.
That's fair. I would take Houston over Duke in a hypothetical right now Final Four matchup. So I think Houston might make the final. But yeah, I went with Michigan pre-tournament. I'm not going to turn my back on them now.
I have Houston versus Arizona.
Okay.
Yep. Big
All my
12.
brackets died. I was one game away from making it into the Sweet 16 fully intact, and Florida forgot how to defend a three-pointer up two.
Yeah,
what the hell was that?
I don't want to talk about Florida. Actually, Florida is actually very frustrating, and that was very uncalled for.
I can handle losing, but to come back in that fashion and then blow it in the final possession,
and it's like, I thought Florida was so good, and I was like, dang, they're saying Florida's the worst of the one seeds. Yeah. Like, really? I thought they're really good. Nope. I guess y'all were right.
Yeah,
y'all ate with that one. Y'all was right.
I was trying to be contrarian because I'm in a massive bracket pool, so everyone's going to take Duke on that side. I tried to be different, and Florida killed me. So it is what it is.
We're also brought to you by Novik, America's #1 sports prediction market. You know, you're getting the best prices in the market when you get them over there at Novik. Something that may be like -110 at a traditional sports book might be closer to even money over there at Novik. Download the Novik app and get $50 when you spend $5 when you use that promo code SGPN. Download Novik, get on the action, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Merch Madness. 15% off everything in our merch store. Use that promo code March. All right. Let's see here. Underdog. Lock. Detroit's off a loss. Detroit -5.5.
Okay.
Dog. I don't want to double. It's a 3-game slate. Okay, I can't double up.
I mean, we can try to avoid it, but there's not enough games to really,
No, because Detroit's on the second leg of back-to-back too, so can't really.
Okay.
I don't have anything. No, so there's nothing available there. Of course, nothing available there. All right. Yeah. I will go with, I guess it's got to be like an Orlando team total. No, I can't even do that. How am I going to get a dog? I don't know. Come back to me, Scott. You go.
All right. For my lock, you know what? It's disgusting, but I'll do it. I'm going to fade the Kings. Give me the Magic -15.5. At some point, you got to win a game against a bad team. Indiana did bring back a lot of their starters for that game, so I wasn't as surprised Orlando no-showed the game and lost. They've been competitive against good teams. They give Cleveland a run for their money. They scored a bunch of points. Sacramento's a lost cause, and with them already announcing Westbrook's out, I expect more names to join that list at some point. So I'm not sure how many people Sacramento actually are going to use for this game. The Magic, though, need all the wins they can get for seeding purposes, so I think they'll show up for this one. Give me the Magic -15.5 as my lock for the show. For my dog, unfortunately, I am missing some alt lines on the Pistons game, so I can't really go with that. So instead, I will go with Charlotte -4.5 at +150. I think the game will be competitive, but the Knicks have not looked that dominant for a team that's won 7 in a row. And Charlotte has been really, really good for the last couple of weeks. And based on eye test, I'd argue that Charlotte has looked better than the Knicks recently over the last couple of weeks. And they're at home. I think the game means more to Charlotte personally with the home crowd behind them. They're 0-2 against this team this season. Give me Charlotte to win by a little bit of margin instead. Give me the -4.5 at +150.
All right, I have something for you. I think you'll like it too.
Okay.
Largest comeback in the game, 10 points, +245.
And which game is that?
In Charlotte and Knicks.
Okay, that's fun.
And so, the Knicks have some type of pedigree to them. I can very much see them go up 10 in this game and squander it. Or reverse, reverse card. Charlotte is up big, and the Knicks are playing around, as they have done in recent weeks. And then they just kind of turn it on in the fourth quarter, and Jalen Brunson does Jalen Brunson things, and they end up winning the game. Pretty sure the largest comeback could be 10 points, plus 245. That's fun. I'm really looking forward to that one. All right.
I don't know if we have enough for Underdog, but we can try.
I don't even think we have anything available. Let's see if we can fire that up. No. Let me see. Nope. Of course, didn't think that would be available. Okay, we do have something. Okay, we have options for Knicks and Hornets, and we have options for Kings and Orlando. So we do have options.
By the way, I see in the comment section, the prop is simple. You have to be trailing by 10 and win the game. That's the prop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to actually win the game. It's not just coming back from 10 down to tie the game. You have to win the game.
Yes.
But it could be either team.
Yes. Either team.
Yeah. Is this the random LaMelo like 5 threes game against the Knicks?
I kind of think Brandon Miller, actually.
Okay. He was terrible last game, so I'm fine with him bouncing back. He was awful against the Kings. He was like the only guy who didn't do anything in that game.
I just think that, like, OG, maybe. But, like, I feel like OG, and then also, they're going to switch everything. Like, yeah. Brandon Miller, mid-range. Higher, 19.5 points. That's a gut feeling. No, I'm sorry, guys. You don't have to go with that if you don't want to. What else we got here? What you thinking?
So we only have this game, correct?
No, we got the Kings and the Magic game as well.
Oh, we do. Okay. I don't know if Suggs is going to play, but I liked his assist. You know what? Screw it. You want to just go for like Paolo points? Just pad his numbers against a bad team.
It could be Paolo points, or do you think Diabite will go out there and have a good game?
Oh, I would take his rebounds if anything.
I was gonna be spicy and say the double.
I'm terrified of his points. But...
Okay, all right. So Diabite, and that's not that spicy, but it's fine. They really did. It's set 8.5.
Yeah.
Higher. And then okay. Paolo or Bane.
You know what? Let's be different. Let's go Bane. Let's go Bane threes.
Oh no, forget Bane.
No. Let's go Bane threes though, because Charlotte hit like 26.
And then Bane's gonna be but if Bane's the loser, I'm gonna be really frustrated that I even recommended it. I forgot I don't play Desmond.
I'm just saying for 3-pointers, Charlotte did hit 26 of them last game. We probably do want a 3-point shooter on Orlando. That does make sense.
I mean, it does make sense, but like, what if he sucks and he loses? I'm gonna be like, that's really gonna annoy me.
Then you get to be even madder at Desmond Bane. It's a win-win for you.
All right.
You get to curse him out during the play-in. You get to hold on to that grudge for like a month and a half.
Brandon Miller higher 19.5 points. Musa Diabite higher 8.5 rebounds. Desmond Bane higher 2.5 3-pointers made. 6.03x. $100 gets you $603 on our offensive. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. Scott, anything else for people to forget about here?
Yes, one thing. Brian, no matter what, we don't do that here. If you want Wendell Carter props, go somewhere else. We don't do that.
Brian know what's up, yo. Brian's been around. Brian's been around for years. He knows this.
There's also somebody who I want to add to our list of guys to not bet on. I know Bam was on there. I don't know if he still is. It's still funny, though. He didn't have a double-double in that 83-point game. But can we add Mobley to the list? Because I can't stand betting on Evan Mobley.
Really?
It drives me nuts.
Really?
I had him again tonight. There's no Jared Allen. You're against Miami. He has 8 points, 5 rebounds in 31 minutes. I just can't get him right.
He came through for me against Boston.
I just can't get him right. I have more luck with Gobert compared to Mobley. It's bad. I can't get Mobley right to save my life.
Wow. All right. It's under consideration. We'll bring it up for, everybody to talk about at our next meeting.
Yeah,
and
sounds good.
We'll make a decision. All right. With that, he's at Rush Hour Radio. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give us a follow at SGPN NBA, youtube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. And hey, give us a 5-star rating review wherever you get your podcast. And with that, that's it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do in the way of